Ba, 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 Hi, Sarah. It is Wednesday, June 29th? Yes. No? Maybe. Maybe it's the 30th. No, it's the 29th. It's the 29th. As you can see, I am in bed, prepared to go to sleep, as you can tell by my puffy eyes and non-makeup face. Sorry it's been so long. Like we texted about today, we did our waterfall adventure, which was my weekend, and then last weekend you were on your trip, and yeah, things have just been busy, and I've been rehearsing every single night. Ooh, I do look terrible. This is by far the worst I've ever looked on video. Poof, 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 poof. Bedtime. So yeah, I've been every night. I finish work at 5 and I have to be in Rock Island by 6:30. So if I drive home, I can have 20 minutes to change into some shorts, grab some food, and head out the door again. Now that we're getting into dress rehearsals and shows and stuff, I'm probably just gonna have to leave right from work, and then rehearsal's done about 9, and that's when I head home. And it takes about a half hour to get home from Rock Island, so I've been going to bed pretty late. Getting my witch on, getting my witch on, witch on, witch on. So that's good. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. It'll be more fun once we have all of our props and costumes and things so we can actually run it. What else? Oh yes, you are doing your book challenge and you asked me to recommend you some books. So I actually have way more than 5 books for you because I have several series. A couple trilogies and then one that's much longer. So the first, oh dang it, I have my Nook. I have my Nook for reference. And I put it somewhere. Oh, I bet I set it down when I got the cat his food. Anyway. Ugh. The first series I want to recommend forever and always until the end of time is Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, 3 books. And I love them so much. I need to reread them. I think you will absolutely adore them. They are YA. They are fantasy. And it's sort of got this dark... The fantasy has like this dark labyrinth feel. That kind of fantasy. And then the characters are just absolutely I love them so much. I love them in my heart. So I read the description. I don't want to give too much away because so much of it is like discovery. In the first book, you're like, what? Huh? It's set in Prague, and it is amazeballs. So I cannot recommend that series enough. All 3 of them are out. Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I think the author is Laini Taylor. That could be wrong though. I could be thinking of another author, but I'm pretty sure the author is Laini Taylor. Next series, Red Rising by David Pierce. I think it's David Pierce. Last name definitely Pierce, but it's called Red Rising. The first book is Red Rising, then Golden Sun, then Morning Star. They're so good. They're so good. I have my brother Phil. I've been exhorting him to read them, and he downloaded the audiobooks and he listened to all of them in like 3 days. He was like, oh, they're so good. They're sci-fi. It's set in space in a world where there's a color-based caste system. And also the bodies sort of get stronger as the color goes up. So if you're like a pink, you're probably pretty weak. And when you get to be a gold, you're like 7-foot giant fighter. So anyway, in this caste system, the Reds work the mines under Mars, and they think they're mining a mineral that will help everybody to live safely on Mars. What they don't know is that Mars has been colonized safely forever. And they just tell them these lies to keep them docile and keep them mining this precious metal. So this guy sort of gets involved in a rebellion, and there's a lot of subterfuge, and it's a little bit Hunger Games, and it's a little bit ancient Rome, and it's a lot space. It's fantastic. Oh, it's so good. And then the next series I want to recommend is... Oh, I just had it. Oh, yes, The Lunar Chronicles. The Lunar Chronicles. I'm sure you've seen these covers. They're Cinder is the white foot with like the mechanisms in the shoe. It looks like Cinderella, and then there's Scarlet, and then there's like 3 more, but start with Cinder. That's the first one. They're very cool. It's like a futuristic, again, space. Everything sort of has the echoes of these fairy tales that the titles infer. Cinder, Scarlet. There's a Rapunzel one. But then they all the stories sort of tie into each other, and you end up with like this Scooby Gang of characters that you just absolutely adore. So those are, again, all of these are YA. Those are much lighter. Red Rising is very dark. Daughter of Smoke and Bone is pretty dark, but still funny. Lunar Chronicles is quite light. It has some dark moments, but it's quite light. It's a very quick read. I think all of the books are out now. I haven't been able to read the last one yet, but I think all of the books are out now, so you can read them all. They're a lot of fun. They're just so much fun. Like, you finish them and you're like, that was a great time. So again, set in space. But more of a steampunky Firefly vibe. As opposed to Red Rising, which has like a shiny spaceship vibe. Okay, last series. If you're looking to really add some mileage on your reading list, Beautiful Creatures. There's 7 of them. They're real fast reads. They're real engrossing. And I read them all in like 2 weeks. Like, I just downloaded, like, finished one, downloaded, finished one, downloaded, finished one, downloaded, all 7. Real quick reads. You'll go right through them, but gosh, they're addictive. It's like a soap opera, but it's Southern Gothic. It's about a boy who falls in love with a girl who is a witch. But not a witch in like a hocus pocus way, like a witch in like there's this grand tradition of magical powers in her family. And it's very Southern, and there's like libraries involved and underground secret worlds, and it's like lots of love and yes, no, yes, and destiny, and it's just... It's like reading the City of Bones stuff, but without all the drama and the crying. There's just a lot of like, whoosh, 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 fast, 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 get to the end, done. Wah. So Beautiful Creatures. So, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, the series I highly recommend above all others. Red Rising, another fantastic series that I recommend almost as much as Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Lunar Chronicles, so much fun, so much fun. And Beautiful Creatures, because they are quick, they are addicting, and you just slice through 7 books in no time. Those are my recommendations. This video has been super long, and I'm going to close my sleepy poofy eyes. They really aren't that poofy, it's just the glasses, because my lenses are the thickest lenses in the world. Thick lenses, blind Rachel. Anyway, I love you, and I will talk to you soon.